Thomas Frank on what is a gutting result really to take. So we do thank you for joining us and coming here.
To be fair, I don't think I have a choice. So you're
ouch! It's quite close to the bone, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, it's a tough one to take, particularly given how brightly you all started.
Yeah. It's always. I think we all hate to lose when we lose. And I know it's about trying to make 90 or 90 plus, whatever, 15 minutes complete performance. That's always the thing we are thriving for. I think except the 10 minutes blackout in the start of second half, I think we did very well. I think the first half was first class. The way we pressed high, aggressively, man-man. The low block, the way we countered, I think actually we could have scored a goal more if we just had a little bit more composure and taken a touch more, cut more to make it bigger. And second half, of course, can't happen, the 3 goals. That's one thing. They're a good team, okay? So very good players. But 2 ricochets, the first and the third. And the second one can never happen, in my opinion. Just conceded literally 3 minutes into the second half, and then from our kickoff can never happen. But it did. But the mentality in the team and the boys, we thought we would fight our way back into it, scored a goal, and I think we had the chances to score a third one.
Yeah, it went right to the final whistle, didn't it? Let's take a look at the first goal then from Neil Maupay, and it's something we talked about pre-match, about having this 2-pronged attack, and whilst they didn't assist each other, but it did seem to work to have Toney and Maupay on the pitch at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a brilliant counter, I must say, in many ways, and it gives so much space. He probably should score, but it's good he shoots. But very good he's in there, Neil. And Neil, he just got that confidence.
There was one actually just before that. It was almost very similar. And obviously we know with the Udogie going inside there, Van der Ven out there, if you can turn it over and win it, as you said, with that high press, there's so much space to break into.
Yeah, so much space. Of course, we knew that. It's no secret. If you ask Tottenham and Ange, he wants to do that. I would probably always will look to maybe something different, but they want to do it that way. We want to do it our way. And that our strengths and weaknesses and everything.
Thomas, so what did you say to your players after the game? Because we look at that, and quite often the tactics were spot on in the first half. Defensively you were very good. You created chances. But other than that 10 minutes, you must have been really proud of the players.
Yeah.
So what do you say at the end of the game?
I actually said something similar. I said, except the 10 minutes that we of course can't look away from. We need to analyze that and hopefully get better in the future. We performed at a very high level. I think there was some top performances in there. And also the way we came back into the game. I think there's so much positive we can take out of this game. There was definitely much more good minutes than bad minutes. And that's what, if we can do that going forward, there will be a lot of points waiting for us.
Yeah, let's take a look at those 7 minutes, which was 7 minutes of madness. And I know it's not going to be, palatable for you to watch this, but just talk us through from your point of view what should have happened from your side.
Yeah, but I think this one, there was a few bits before this. You made it a short clip. I think he's very lucky. He's surrounded by 4 players, so that should never happen. This is also a short one. We play long. We need to see the run earlier in that situation. And then this one also, I think, is a half transition. Again, ricochets outside and drop for him. But not too much to say.
Yeah, it's difficult to take, but of course you've had so many issues this season without Ivan in the side as well, and so many injuries to big players, and some players away now as well. But coming into the second half of the campaign, do you feel that there's so much more positivity, and that especially with Ivan back, that you can play your way a little bit more? Yeah,
I think we can still play our way before. He's just a world-class player. So if you get a top player in your team, that of course improves the team. Now it's how can I say, it's a tough season in the way that all the injuries. I think there was a stat where I think it's also Newcastle had the most players out over time, blah blah blah. But it looks more. There's light for end of the tunnel, no doubt about that. Ivan back, more players back. Now we just have 4 starters out, potential starters. So, but it's okay. We deal with it. I think nothing to do with injuries today. I think it's all about us doing a little bit better in those 10 minutes.
Yeah, and you know what? You did take it right the way to the end as well, and it was great to see such a brilliant game of football as well, for the neutral, not for you. But thank you very much for joining us as well.
Welcome.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Thomas,
so much.
as always.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.